lead. Um, this today by itself has shaped up to be one of the most. Um, Today is all about the black vote, and Hillary Clinton is unashamedly making it all about the black vote. She got pounced. Let's start at the beginning. She got pounced in. We got wind of a memo that Hillary Clinton's team sent around, essentially saying that, don't worry, everybody, we've got the black vote. And so long as we have the black vote, we'll be okay because of the black firewall. Not their exact words, but that's the sentiment. And then inside of this, they also try to lay the groundwork, not the groundwork, they try to lay the framework and the map that would be necessary for them to be able to drive a wedge between the black community and Bernie Sanders, even further than the wedge they've already pushed. And that was, they need to make sure that everyone knows, right, as if it's a statement of fact versus an accusation, that everyone knows that Bernie Sanders is running against President Obama. And we saw that last night with a former Philadelphia official on CNN with Van Jones, where he took almost word for word this memo that was circulated to the media and Hillary Clinton surrogates, which said, make sure everyone knows that Bernie Sanders is running against President Obama. And make sure everyone knows how good Hillary Clinton has been to the black community. That was the essence of the memo. And the purpose of the memo was to rally all of her black supporters, all of her black surrogates, and give them the ammunition necessary to drive a wedge between Bernie Sanders and the black community, such that if Hillary Clinton loses in all the white states, none of the white people want her, then she'll be fine in the southern states because of the black firewall. And so you saw everybody move into action. They moved directly into action. Last night, you see all of these black political figures, all of these black media elite who are just carrying this token line. Gawker actually put out, I retweeted something from Gawker this morning, which showed an image of a memo from Hillary Clinton sitting next to an article from a news outlet that was using the exact language of Hillary Clinton's memo. And so if the question was, if you ever wonder how Hillary Clinton gets this favorable coverage, it's because these reporters are taking almost word for word from the memo that Hillary Clinton's team sends around at sundry times. And last night, she sent around the memo talking about Bernie Sanders opposing President Obama, Bernie Sanders running against President Obama's record, and how Hillary Clinton wants to maintain and sustain and expand upon President Obama's record. And then lo and behold, on CNN, you get this ex-Philadelphia official. I can't remember his name. Don't really care to repeat it. But even if I did know it, basically regurgitating, vomiting up the same token line. And then you see people go across the Twitter sphere. They're scared, and they should be. They should be scared with the type of results that they got last night, and the fact that Bernie Sanders was able to give a speech from the position of, now, here's what Hillary Clinton needs black people to do. Hillary Clinton needs black people to believe that they have more in common with her as an older white woman than they do with Bernie Sanders as an older white man. That's number one. And nobody's going to outright say this, right? But if you listen to a lot of the Hillary feminist support group, I guess I just made up something there, the Hillary feminist support group, if you listen to them, they are communicating in these beautiful overtones of intersectionality that they've never talked in before, right? All of a sudden, they're genuinely concerned about Bernie Sanders erasing the plight of a certain segment. Anytime you hear somebody talking about erasure, that's essentially intersectional feminism, which is a valid critique of most situations. It's valid where you by not mentioning the different facets of a movement, you're erasing the plight of the movement. So I agree with a lot of intersectional feminism, but what is amazing to me is how many Hillary Clinton supporters who have most of the time just completely disregarded intersectionality, all of a sudden they're magically concerned with this white man erasing all of the plight of women of color and Black people and people of color, and all of a sudden they're so genuinely concerned about race issues when they were never concerned about it before this. When not only were they not concerned about it, but in 2008 they actually played the race card against Barack Obama. So I think it's hilarious to see all of these people just rushing to do the bidding of Hillary Clinton. And I'm wondering, at what point will people realize all of this is just a game to them? All of this is just to get the vote and to control the Black vote. They can't even get, Hillary Clinton can't even get the white women voters in New Hampshire. She lost the white women vote in all demographics. The only demographic that Hillary Clinton won was the over 200,000 a year demographic. Everything else went to Bernie Sanders. And so she sent out this memo essentially saying, don't worry, folks, if the white people don't want me, I've got the Black vote on lock. To which Michelle Alexander so poignantly released her article today, basically saying why Hillary Clinton doesn't deserve the Black vote. And so many things happened between last night and this morning and today's show, rather, that really put a dent in this presumption of a firewall from the Black community. The firewall in itself was insulting, but the presumption of the firewall was even more condescending. And we see just that firewall is slowly but surely coming down. All right. We'll talk about Michelle Alexander a little bit more. I'm going to be joined shortly by Michael Brooks of the Majority Report.